Welcome to the Pulse of Peter B. I'm your host, Peter Biancamano, and this is your one-stop shop for sports picks, politics and government chatter, and even some neighborhood restaurant reviews. Instead of going to 3 different channels, you can come here every week for the Pulse on everything you need to know. And this is going to be a little bit of a special edition of the Pulse, as we are going to skip our picks and politics segment, and we're going to jump right into our places segment. First, in our Daria's Dish segment over in Napoli's Pizza. And then later on in the show, we will be at Wicked Wolf on Sinatra Drive, interviewing members of the Mile Square Church and members of the bar itself, and maybe some patrons or two. You're not going to want to miss it.
For 30 years, New York Waterway has been a trusted friend of the city of Hoboken by enhancing the everyday commute for thousands of city residents and by always answering the call during emergencies big and small. Now that reliability and comfort the ferries offer is in jeopardy. The Union Dry Dock facility is vital to the ferry's existence. You don't have to choose between reliable transportation and parkland. Learn the truth. New York Waterway and Hoboken are better together. Visit nywaterway.com/truth.
Welcome back to the Pulse with Peter B. I'm Peter Biancamano, and as promised, we are here at Napoli's, the downtown location, and look who we have back here. Look who, did you miss us?
I did. I'm happy to be back. Very happy.
She's very happy to be back. Of course, this is Daria DeLucia of @Hoboken Eats. Follow her on Instagram. You know, you can even follow us on Instagram now.
Yes, we can.
Exactly, at the Pulse with Peter B. So Daria, we're here at Napoli's, as I mentioned before, the downtown location located at 133 Clinton Street. One of your favorite spots in town or what?
Yes, one of my absolute favorites, and I'm so excited. Today we're going to be trying a few different things here. We're going to be trying some penne vodka pizza. Yeah.
And I have to interrupt you there for a second, because my Italian mother will say, putting pasta on pizza, that's just not right.
And I'm going to tell you, don't knock it till you've tried it.
Okay, so you're actually going to see me take a bite maybe. What else are you trying here today?
We're trying some fettuccine with sausage and peppers. We're going to be having a little meatball sliders.
I believe you're also going to be having the prosciutto di Napoli.
Yes, how could I forget that? Exactly. It's going to be one of the stars of the show.
One of the stars of the show. Don't worry, folks. Her memory is getting back. She hasn't
I'm
been
hungry.
on the show.
I'm
That's
hungry.
What it is. She needs the food to fuel her. So why don't we go inside and why don't we try it, and let's try this penne vodka pizza and everything else.
Trust me, guys. Trust me.
Trust her.
Hey guys, all right, first up is the appetizers. Now, if you haven't been to Napoli's before, they have such an extensive menu for appetizers. They have everything from mozzarella sticks to wings, eggplant rollantinis, clams, they have garlic shrimp, and right in front of me, we have the Napoli sliders. Look at how good these look. As you can see right here, we have garlic bread, very nicely hugging a meatball with homemade marinara and mozzarella cheese. Let's try this. Making a mess as usual. Right off the bat, the garlic on the garlic bread. First thing you taste, then you go into the really rich, creamy mozzarella. You can see how much cheese they actually put on this. It's so thick, nice and melted. Then you get into the marinara sauce, which actually has a very, very sweet taste to it. Then you get more into the meatball, which is really the star of the show in my opinion. It's got a nice sweet but salty flavor to it, and then you get the bottom crunch again from the garlic nut. Fantastic. And what's nice about this too is that yes, it's garlicky, but it's not too garlicky, which is kind of a big thing when you're making the garlic knots. So basically, you can go on a date after you try these because it's not going to be that bad. Definitely something I would recommend. And if maybe garlic knots aren't your thing, they have a couple other slider options. For example, they have the American sliders, which is their take on a cheeseburger. So you have, a mini bun with your cheeseburger, tomato, lettuce, and onions. And then they also have a brand new thing on their menu is the chicken parm sliders, which is exactly what it sounds like. So if these aren't for you, there's plenty of options for their appetizer menus. Next up, we've moved on to the paninis right here. Now, they have such a large menu. So on here we have paninis, heroes, wraps, and even regular cold sandwiches. In front of me, we have the prosciutto di Napoli panini. So let's get in here close so you can really see all the delicious layers. We have focaccia bread, mozzarella, roasted red peppers, tomato, prosciutto, and then, looks like we have another layer of mozzarella on the bottom. You cannot beat that. And then we have some balsamic and oil on top too. So let's give this a try. Wow. You can really taste the saltiness from the prosciutto in this one. It's very, very strong taste, and it's fantastic. And then the next thing you really taste is the mozzarella, which I have to give credit to our host right here. This mozzarella comes from Bianca Mano's Deli, which is our host's family's deli right in Hoboken. Check that out also. The creaminess of the mozz mixed with the prosciutto is fantastic. And then you get a little bit of a sweet taste from the roasted peppers, and then you taste a nice kick from the balsamic. And in all honesty, I could eat this separately, then maybe dip some bread in some balsamic. Every single ingredient in here is so fresh and delicious that together, just imagine the most perfect bite. You have it in this sandwich right here. All right, guys, on to the pasta course. Now, Napoli's menu has all of the basics. They have everything that you want, from penne with vodka, cavatelli broccoli, marinara, bolognese. They even have a seafood fa diavolo. In front of me, like mentioned when we were outside, we have the linguine with sausage and peppers and onions. Now, this to me sounds like it could be a fun little twist on one of my absolute favorite foods, which is sausage and peppers. Never thought about having it with pasta, which also has a creamy Cajun sauce on it. So let's dig in, let's see how this works. Let's get a little pasta. Ooh, it's hot. So pasta by itself, the Cajun sauce has such a nice richness to it. It's definitely a filling dish, but very delicious. And as you can see by the coloring of this sauce, it's light and has a little tint of red to it. So that would be your cayenne pepper, some of the Cajun seasoning, and then a little bit of the tomatoes that they mix into a Cajun type sauce. Let's see how these sausage and peppers taste too. Peppers are perfectly sweet. The sausage is cooked fantastic. And together, add a really, really nice flavor with the Cajun sauce. So all together, I'm gonna say this is definitely a very, very unique, one of a kind, but a must-try dish at Napoli's. Like I said, they have a lot of basic dishes, but this one is definitely worth stopping by for. Guys, we saved the best for last. We have the penne vodka pizza from Napoli's. I'm a self-proclaimed biggest fan of this pie at Napoli's. I've ordered it so many times, and I just am so happy that I get to talk about this right now. As everyone knows, Napoli's has so many different types of pizzas. We have everything from your basic pies to any type of topping. Really, they'll make anything. This right here, if you haven't tried it, you haven't truly lived, and I recommend that everybody tries it. Before I keep talking, I'm gonna try it. I know Peter said that you can't put pasta on pizza, but I have to be honest. The creaminess and the richness layered on top of amazing pizza dough at like Napoli's is an experience everyone needs to have. The pizza dough cooked perfectly, then layered with their homemade vodka sauce, topped with some mozz and then some basil, drizzled with a little bit of olive oil. It is a next level experience that I think everybody, like I said, needs to try. If you aren't a fan of putting pasta on your pizza, they also have a regular vodka pie that you can try. They also have vodka chicken parm, penne vodka, so you can really do anything. Their vodka sauce is, I think, what the star of the show is here, but this pizza, trust me guys, try it all together. It is so good. You will not be disappointed.
Oh my God, Daria. How good was the
That
food?
was amazing. Everything was so good.
I mean, and thank you for the plug for Bianca Mano's. I mean, it was also on top of the penne vodka pizza
yes,
as well.
I forgot to mention that, sorry.
Yes, no, that's totally okay, Dad. I got you. it's certainly one of your go-to spots in Hoboken. And
It is.
I knew you explained the vast majority of the menu, but I'm sure that it just has everything your heart desires.
Everything. And what's so unique about it is that their pasta options, their pizza options, the appetizers. It's not just a pizza place, it's so much more. And that's why coming here is just an experience. You come here looking for pizza, you're gonna leave with something else.
You're gonna leave with something. We're leaving with a whole bag of stuff. Trust me. Daria's got lunch for the rest of the week and even possibly into next week as well. So Napoli's Pizza, we want to thank Frank Volpe, the owner and proprietor of Napoli's here at 133 Clinton Street, and also at their original location, 1118 Washington Street. We want to thank the crew here at Napoli's, led by Mariah. The poor thing, I was driving her crazy. Mariah, great job. Get on camera here, Mariah. Come on. Get over here, Mariah. Yeah, come and see Mariah here at 133 Clinton Street. This has been an edition of Daria's Dish, and we hope to have you back over and over and over again.
You let me know when, I will gladly be here. Eating everything just for you guys.
That's what I like to hear. Folks, when we come back, it's our second installment of our Places with Peter B segment. You're not going to want to miss it.
New York Waterway values the rich history of Hoboken's working waterfront and the modern-day importance of preserving green space. Plans for our Union Dry Dock facility will incorporate the best of both, with a state-of-the-art ferry maintenance facility and expanded public use of the waterfront, with a promenade, fishing pier, and kayak landing. You don't have to choose between reliable transportation and parkland. Learn the truth. New York Waterway and Hoboken are better together. Visit nywaterway.com/truth.
Welcome back to the Pulse of Peter B. I'm your host, Peter Biancamano, and as promised, this is our bonus places segment. We're just going all over the city of Hoboken today. We just had Daria's Dish down at Napoli's, downtown 133 Clinton Street. Get there. And now we're at Wicked Wolf Bar and Tavern, located at 120 Sinatra Drive. I'm sure it's a popular hangout for many, many different people watching at home. It's been a popular hangout for me as well, but we won't get into that too much. But we were actually invited here by none other than Pastor Matt over at the Miles Square Church, and we're going to have an exclusive interview with Pastor Matt in the next few seconds or minutes, depending on what we're doing here. And then we're also going to hopefully interview some staff members from Wicked Wolf, because every Wednesday here at Wicked Wolf is their trivia night, and you don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. So as promised, we have Pastor Matt here of Miles Square Church. Pastor Matt, how are you today, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I am doing great. That was kind of like a little bit of a robotic answer, though. I mean, you know.
Hey, no, don't.
You know, you got to try to match my energy, Pastor Matt.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I need to ratchet it up a little bit.
I'm just kidding around with you. So the Miles Square Church is a relatively new church here in Hoboken. And what would you say, when did you come to Hoboken? What was it, about 7, 8 months ago? What was it? I forget.
It's actually we were here 2 years ago.
Oh.
So July 2017, that's when we moved. My wife and I, and how we actually came to be in Hoboken, it was we were just kind of sent here for all intents and purposes. I had been exploring starting a new congregation in our world. It's called church planting. And so I had looked at that, and that was an option, and I met a coach who was a pastor here in Ridgewood, New Jersey, and he says, I'll coach you. I was like, great, that sounds like a good plan. So they had identified Hoboken, and they just said, come to Hoboken. I said, all right. I'll do that.
That's absolutely fantastic. So 2 years, excuse me. That's how much research I did, folks. My apologies about that, Pastor Matt. So Matt, I'm just curious. So you've been here 2 years now. I've been to many different events that you've done in the community, and we've spoke about this before. And I was just wondering if you can just pontificate to our viewers. It's not only events where you're trying to build your congregation, but it's also events for the city of Hoboken. I was wondering if you can explain some of those events and some of the people that have been attending and the numbers you've been seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think one really good example would be the neighborhood barbecues that we do every single second Saturday in the summertime. We started doing that last summer. And we were approached by the Hoboken Housing Authority, and they just said, hey, we're looking for partner organizations. We're looking for people that can create programming for our residents. Would you adopt this location? I said, that sounded like a lot initially, but then I was like, we could do something once a month. And so we decided to do these barbecues once a month, and they turned out to be a huge hit. We have 30, 40 people coming out on a given weekend whenever we do it, depending on the month, as summers go in Hoboken.
And these barbecues are not exclusive to one area in Hoboken. They're pretty much all over the map, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. It's kind of narrowly for that community, but we just extend the invitation out to the entire Hoboken community and just, hey, come on over, grab a bite, grab a drink, and it's on us.
And it certainly is on them. Trust me, I've freeloaded off of them several times before, and it's absolutely delicious food. I mean, they have the grills going and so on and so forth. What's different about the Miles Square Church compared to these other denominations or these other congregations, I should say?
Yeah, thank you for asking that. I think it would be a three-part answer, Peter. The first would be that we are trying to create a place that's safe, that you can come in, if you're emotionally wounded, spiritually, just kind of seeking and feeling things out. Maybe if you are morally questionable, you're not a church person, you're welcome in this place and kind of just be who you are. We don't expect you to be anything other than who you are when you walk into the door. The second thing is we want to create a place where you can feel the safety to text in questions, to ask questions that really deserve answers, because we all have questions about life, faith, and the universe, and that need answering. And so we want to provide answers that are compelling, thoughtful, and provocative. And the third thing is we want to be missionally engaged in our city. We want to really, that no matter if people had walked in the door or not, people would actually experience the positive impact that we are having in the city of Hoboken, regardless as if they've attended the service once before. So they would see that, yeah.
Sorry about that. So yeah, no, and I think that's vitally important, because sometimes you see other churches of older denominations, let's just say, I'm not going to name any, who really look at the person as a number. But and I'm not saying this because I've ate their free barbecue before and I've had plenty of soft drinks at them. But you really do feel it is a community event whenever you're putting something on. And even tonight here at Wicked Wolf, it is trivia night, as I mentioned in the intro of this segment. And I'm sure you're going to have a number of your members here tonight, correct?
Yeah, it's a kind of a small, intimate gathering, and whoever wants to come out, just total open invitation. I was actually just talking to some folks that were in there. It's like, do we have to be part of the church for this? Like, no, you don't have to be part of the church. You don't have to be like a regular attender. Just come, just have some fun, meet friends. And people are looking for friends. We're looking for community. It's crazy that we can live in a 56,000 person town and not have a community. So we're creating that,
And that's absolutely fantastic. It really is. So now tell us about where anybody who wants more information can find you. I'm sure you have social media pages. I'm sure you probably have a website, and maybe some of your events coming up in the future.
Absolutely. So if you want to find us online, you can do so at milesquare.church, any web browser, https://milesquare.church, and then Facebook, Miles Square Church, and then our Instagram tag is at Miles Square Church as well. So find us there, any platform, and if you want to email me, hello@Miles Square Church. There's a theme. There's the theme.
I could tell. And how easy is that? Hello, Pastor Matt, I should say. Thank you for joining us. And folks, when we're going to go inside. We're going to have a little fun with some trivia night. We might even see Pastor Matt win a question or two, maybe answer a question or two right or wrong. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see you inside. So you never know who you're going to run into at popular bars in Hoboken, New Jersey here. And we have a person who actually owns a barber shop all the way in Taipei, Taiwan. Boom. He even did the booyaka. Look at that. And he just started drinking, folks, I swear. Taipei, correct?
Taipei, yeah. Taipei.
Taipei. Not only am I very good friends with his mother, who's a terrific woman, Teresa, I love you and miss you, but this is Mr. Mihal Burns. What brings you to Wicked Wolf tonight? A little trivia?
A little bit of trivia. I'm on a date tonight where we can't show her face because she's a little camera shy. But
I totally interrupted him on his date. I'm totally like,
It's okay.
don't worry. Don't worry. Trust me. The game is right here.
Points.
And you're doing well, right? Everything is going well?
Doing well.
Fantastic. That's so great to hear. He was always a good kid growing up, even though I'm not that much older than him, folks, I swear. Mihal Burns, what is the name? And just in case anybody's visiting Thailand, the Pulse, we go everywhere. So just in case.
The barber from the garden.
The barber from the garden. Oh, God, he's got tattoos to prove it, folks. Look at that. Any type of social media or website that people can find you on?
Yeah, facebook.com/thebarberfromthegarden.
We've never heard of Facebook.com before that.
It's an Asian thing.
It's an Asian thing. There you go. Well, Mihal, we're going to make you get back to your date. She's a beautiful girl. Trust me. We wish you best of luck on it. And congratulations on your endeavor. And it's always great seeing you, brother. Peter Biancamano, your hostess with the mostest of the Pulse with Peter B. And we are joined by none other than Jake Biancamano. If you're ever in my parents' great Italian deli, you'll probably see him hanging outside or when the deli is closed. And Jake wants to remind you, he told me he wants to remind you to make sure you follow us at our new Instagram page, and that's at The Pulse with Peter B. Make sure you like and follow us on Facebook by typing in The Pulse with Peter B in your search bar. And Jake also wanted me to let you know, because he tells me he watches it all the time, to go and binge watch our past episodes of The Pulse on YouTube by subscribing to our network. Jake, do you got anything to say? Nothing to say from Jake. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon. Here with Kate, who is a member of the Mile Square Church, and Alex, who is a friend of the congregation at the Mile Square Church. I tell you, Pastor Matt, he brings them all out on trivia night here at Wicked Wolf in Hoboken, Wednesday night. I know it's going to be like a week later that we're filming this, but you know what? Just remember, Wednesday, trivia night, Wicked Wolf, Mile Square Church. Pastor Matt gave you all the social handles. Guys, how are you today, Alex?
Doing really well, Peter.
Oh, well, look at that. She even did the little television voice there. Did you see that? And Kate, yourself?
Pretty solid.
Solid. Man, we're just full of adjectives right now. So, Kate, let's start with you, because you are a member of the congregation. How long, you don't have to move back, don't worry. How long have you been a member? How long have you been a member? And what do you look forward to most in terms of either services or events that Pastor Matt holds?
I've been a member since pretty much the start, which is really fun. That's actually, we met Matt at a Zog thing, and that's where he introduced himself and said, "Hi, I'm Matt." And he told us what he did, and we were interested. We were brand new to Hoboken and looking for a church, so we got involved. I'm actually currently social media manager along with another member of ours, and that's been a lot of fun to be able to do memes and make our own and all this other stuff. But we also give out the really important information like events. My favorite event that we do is actually Real Talk. It brings in so many people from the community and from various backgrounds. It doesn't matter who you are, what you are, just go for it.
Now, Alex, you are a friend of the congregation, so it's a little different than Kate here. And so you obviously don't attend any services, or do you attend those services?
We being my husband and I have been to
She's married, folks, sorry.
have been to a service, and Pastor Matt did a fantastic job, but we actually also met Pastor Matt and his wife Nissa at Zog Sports. They're very athletic folks, and they enjoy all types of sports like trivia and cornhole. And we really got to talking, and they're just phenomenal people, and they really want to make a big difference in Hoboken, so we're definitely on board for that. And also a big proponent of Real Talk, which is really the only place that I've experienced where people of such varying perspectives come together and talk about hot button issues. And yeah, everyone comes in with their preconceived notion about what their viewpoint on abortion or incarceration issues is, but the wonderful thing is that you come out with a lot of more of a varied perspective on the issue, and the only rule is that you have to be respectful. So it's really a nice way to hear other people's thoughts and meet new people that you wouldn't have otherwise come into contact with.
That's fantastic. Total sidebar question, nothing to do with anything we just spoke about. But you spoke about Zog Sports, and then you spoke about cornhole. Is cornhole really a sport?
According
Question
to
for the both of you.
the Zog League, it is a sport. I never knew. It was actually my foray into cornhole doing Zog, so.
All right.
Oh man, I've been playing cornhole since forever. It is a sport. It gets intense.
All right. I guess because it gets intense, it kind of counts as a sport. Kind of? Sort of? Who knows? So now, if we have most of our audience is actually from the Hoboken community, but we have several different people from Hudson County as well that watch. What would you say to them as almost like as an invitation to join either Pastor Matt's congregation or to possibly just come to some of these events such as Real Talk, such as the barbecue, such as the trivia night at Wicked Wolf on Wednesdays? What would you say is an incentive for them to come?
I would say, just reiterating meeting people who you haven't met before and just getting a better sense of the diversity and amazing individuals who are part of the Hoboken community.
Absolutely. Kate?
I would say just come. We have there's no issue with anybody coming whatsoever. Like, we have never turned anyone away. We never will turn anyone away. If you're looking for a Christian community in Hoboken, our church is more than open to everyone who would like to come. And even if you're just looking, as Alex said, to make some new friends and grow a community, we are also available for that through all of our events and everything else.
That's absolutely fantastic. And, you know, this is something that we've spoke about on the show in our Politics with Peter B segment with Josh Sotomayor Einstein. Yes, I had to drop his name, even though he's not on the show. We spoke about how Hoboken is such a transient community. And sometimes there are people that come here and they're looking just for events or organizations or congregations to get involved in. And it's nice to know that Miles Square Church has those open doors for those people.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm Jewish, and it's been wonderful being part of this organization and hearing different religious perspectives, but also perspectives on just life and anything, really. So it's a very welcoming community.
Absolutely. Kate?
I've made some of my best friends here in Hoboken through Miles Square Church, and through all of our events. We don't always see people on Sundays, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Like, everybody comes together, and everybody really cares about each other in the community.
Still here inside the bar at Wicked Wolf at 120 Sinatra Drive in Hoboken, New Jersey. And we've been promising this throughout both segments here. We've been promising an interview with actually one of the staff members, and we have the lovely Angela here, who is a bartender / server. Angela, what's going on tonight?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. It was so busy here. I was trying to wave her down. She probably thought I was trying to get her number. I wasn't, I swear. It was like, just all about trying to get you on camera. So what nights of the week do you work here at Wicked Wolf?
It changes almost every week, but I work usually at least five nights a week.
And is trivia night one of your most favorite nights to be working here?
Definitely. It's usually a good crowd of people. It gets busy, even in some of the slower months, so it's nice.
That's absolutely fantastic. And I guess Wicked Wolf is an absolute great location. You have the views of New York, bam, right in front of you as soon as you walk outside. But what makes you keep coming back to work, I guess, besides the nice paycheck, I'm sure?
Definitely the people. We're a big family here. I know I work with all my friends. We hang out, and during the football season, it gets pretty crazy in here. We hang out outside of work together, so it's just a big family environment here.
That's pretty awesome, pretty awesome. And now, do you live in the Hoboken, Hudson County area, or?
Yeah, I live in Union City.
Oh, absolutely excellent. And we're a Hudson County show, so well, the Pulse is on in Union City, folks. You might want to watch that. And then I guess Wicked Wolf kind of has that reputation as kind of being clubby, on the weekends and so on and so forth, which is pretty cool. I mean, listen, I might have hung out here once in a while when I was a little younger, but but I've been noticing a lot of your food dishes come out here, and your mixed dishes, like mixed drinks, and you basically, it looks like it's very unique. What do you think makes Wicked Wolf a little more unique than some of your other bars around the area?
I think once again it just comes back to the people. I think we have a good staff. We're kind of a younger crew, so we have a lot of energy. Our management is really always trying new things and always doing different specials to bring a new crowd in. So I think we're open to change, and I think it can be a really good thing because it keeps it fresh.
And that's what's really, really important. Well, Angela, make sure you come and see her. Wicked Wolf, 120 Sinatra Drive here in Hoboken. She works all days. I mean, I'm sure they have social media.
All the time.
All the time. If she's not at the bar, she's serving that delicious food, correct?
It's true. It's true.
It's damn true, she said. Can I say damn? Well, I just did twice. Anyway, folks, like I said, trivia nights, Wednesday here at Wicked Wolf. You're not going to want to visit. Come visit Angela. Come visit the staff. It's like family. Come be part of the family. So I know these double places event type of shows can be pretty exhausting, especially on poor Greg over here who's been walking. Greg, feel free to shake the camera if that's correct. Yeah, you can see he's kind of wobbling there. Folks, we want to thank you for joining us on this week's Pulse. We want to thank Daria DeLucia. We want to thank Napoli's Pizza. We want to thank Miles Square Church. And we want to thank, of course, Wicked Wolf. Join us next week for the Pulse on everything you need to know. I'm Peter Biancamano. Have a great week, everybody.